dumpster. It's like in the action movies where a bomb's going off, hero sees the dumpster, thinks, oh, I'll jump in there and be safe.
Whatever happens, it looks like they've already confirmed the myth that getting in is a whole lot easier than getting out.
What a shame. Somebody threw away a perfectly good MythBuster.
A little help?
As with the table and the car, they'll test 2 dumpsters, one at the 10-foot death zone and one at the 20-foot injury zone.
Perfect! If this doesn't work out, we could be trash man.
Okay, this is the 13 PSI.
All right, this is the injury disc.
Yep.
Once again, they fit an injury and a death disc in the death zone dumpster. Now, you'd think those 4 steel walls would be the best shelter yet against having a bomb churn your insides to custard.
But here's the thing. It's a mostly enclosed box, except for the lid. If that energy wave actually diffracts around the top edge, because it has these rigid walls inside, you could see some reflection and possibly get higher pressures inside of the box.
And that same exact thought has already occurred to Carrie.
If the wave happens to bounce off the backside of the dumpster, if it amplifies, we might burst one of the discs.
Uh-oh, bomb's going off. Did it?
But Tori's got no time for this kind of trash talk.
You know what? I have a feeling these are gonna act just like a bunker. I mean, you're surrounded by steel. The roof is open, but I think the shockwave is gonna go right over you. You might get some ear damage, but I think you're gonna be pretty good.
And the catalyst for catastrophe is still 3 whole pounds of plastic explosive.
Let's do this.
In 3, 2, 1.
Wow, that looked pretty good. Those dumpsters look in pretty good shape.
Yeah, let's
The
check
one
it
on the
out.
right went boom.
The 13 PSI disc in the injury dumpster remains intact, so you'd be unscathed at 20 feet. And the death zone dumpster doesn't look too much the worse for wear.
You know, for being so close to that blast, this dumpster looks in pretty good shape.
Hey, the 75 PSI disc is not ruptured.
Yeah, but the injury disc is busted, so you're gonna survive, but you're injured.
But some of the shockwave must have penetrated, or the injury disc wouldn't have burst. Still, the dumpsters did well. Injury-free at the injury zone, and alive but unwell at the death zone.
So this is the dumpster that was 10 feet away from the C4 blast. And look at it, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's got some concaving happening, so it took a lot of the shock. But I mean, it acted like armor. And our death disc did not burst, which means if you were in here, you would have survived. You'd probably be bleeding from your ears, but it is bomb-proof.
So far, the results have surprised everyone, not least because every shelter tested inside set parameters actually would save your life. Next and last is a cinder-block wall. And if you think you know how this one goes down, all I can say is you're probably wrong.
This, though it looks very sturdy, I mean, technically this is composed of several little pieces. So you can think of it as the most liquid of all of the obstacles we've tested, which means that it quite likely will absorb that energy, but not blow it all out.
If Grant's prediction sounds a bit soft in the center, Carrie's prepared to go in hard.
So after everything we've seen, I'm pretty sure that this wall is going to block the wave and you're gonna survive behind it and you're gonna get no injuries behind it. I mean, it's a brick freaking wall.
Point taken, and they've only built one brick freaking wall, as Tori explains.
So we only have one wall to test this one, but we still have to have the death zone, which is 10 feet away, and the injury zone, which is 20 feet away. So since we only have one wall, we're gonna have to move our blast zone to 10 feet and 20 feet.
Common sense says start wide and work your way in. So Tori sets the first charge at the 20-foot mark. Grant fits the 13 PSI injury disc, and Carrie supplies the styrofoam stunt band. Now to see if a freestanding cinder block wall is as solid and as safe as it looks.
In 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, I never get tired of that!
That was it.
All right, that was a big blast.
All right, let's see if it was bomb-proof. The wall's still intact.
It is.
And the disc?
And the disc is crinkled, but still intact.
So it's bomb-proof for injury.
All right, let's see if it'll save your life.
They're down to the last 3 pounds of explosive. And halving the distance from last time brings it all into perilous perspective.
All right, 10 feet is right here.
Oh my God, that's so close.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna destroy this wall.
All right, bang it in.
The wall itself was examined and patched up, so it's just as strong as before.
Very trusting right now.
No longer.
Grant installs the last 2 burst discs.
All right, 75 and 13.
And the bunker beckons.
In 3, 2, 1, firing!
Oh my God! Down went the wall.
That wall is gone.
I don't know if the disc is ruptured, but I think a brick would fall on your
I
head.
think we have shrapnel.
I don't think that's bomb-proof at all.
Let's go check it out.
It sure doesn't look it. Barely a single brick is still joined to another. But the bomb-proof proof all rests with those sensitive discs. We're testing the lethality of the shockwave, pure and simple.
Hey!
They both survived.
So both discs are still intact.
All right, so it looks like the wall protects you from the shockwave, both from injury and death.
It's an amazing result. The blast was big enough to turn the wall to rubble, but the wall would still save you from death and even injury. Incredibly, all 4 shelters made an otherwise fatal blast survivable, which is a massively surprising result. And the foam figures showed that serious shrapnel was only a factor with the wooden table.
I wonder what else is bomb-proof.
What about duct tape?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Phone books?
Ooh, I like that one. All right, well, as incredible as it seems, I think we're gonna have to call myth confirmed on all 4 shelters. I mean, they were technically bomb-proof in the parameters that we set up.
Yeah, but we should make it clear that if the blast were any larger or the explosion any closer, that'd be a different situation.
Yeah, we were specifically testing the blast wave, and if you dive behind something solid, it's definitely gonna dampen it. But shrapnel, now that's unpredictable.